Shalom, students, and welcome to this week's Word of the Week. I'm Rabbi Schnitzle, voted 5774's most humble rabbi on this side of the Jordan River. My friends, today we discuss the word worship. In many churches and synagogues and congregations today, we usually have a portion of the service dedicated to what we call praise and worship. It's usually composed of many joyous songs and dances, singing and lifting of hands. And these are all very good things to draw near to God and to love Hashem. It is good to sing and praise and dance. But when we look specifically at the word worship in the Bible, what does it mean? In the Bible, worship does not refer to singing or even dancing or raising one's hands. Let's take a deeper look at the word worship. When we look into the comprehensive etymological Paleo-Mosaic Hebraic definitions of the Hebrew words, we see that the word most commonly used for worship is the Hebrew word avad. Say that with me, students. Avad. The word avad. It's translated 4 different ways in the Bible. Work, serve, service, or worship. Let us take a look at a biblical example of this word, avad. If we turn to Exodus chapter 3 and verse 12, Hashem tells Moshe that he will know that Hashem sent him because after the Exodus, they will come back and worship or avad Hashem on this mountain. On this mountain. Now, let's look at what happened. After the children of Israel left Egypt and they came to that mountain, we call it Mount Sinai, we know that they received God's commandments. They received the Torah. And this is what Hashem defined as worship. Once again, avad is these 4 things: to do, serve, service, or worship. When the children of Israel received the Torah on Mount Sinai, they learned how to do, how to serve, how to worship Hashem. The question is, when we look at our day-to-day lives, what are we doing? Who are we serving? And that will tell us what we truly worship. For example, if God says, "Here are my feasts for you, my people, to do forever throughout all your generations," are we doing them? Are we serving Hashem? Or do we choose to do and serve the ways of the nations? Many people tell me, "Rabbi, I do not worship idols and I do not worship these other gods." But let's look at it biblically. Are you doing what these other idols or gods have said to do? And are you serving them and their purposes rather than Hashem? If I have an option to do 2 things, either give to a family in need or fill my belly with the new Carl's Jr. Double Western Turkey Bacon Cheeseburger, and I choose to serve my stomach, I'm not worshiping God by loving others, but I'm doing what I want and worshiping myself, my own God. If somebody tries to get you to pick up the practices of the nations and worship their gods, you need to say, oh, no way am I going to worship your idols or gods. And as we approach this holiday season, what will you do and who will you serve? This has been a great edition of Rabbi Schnitzle's Word of the Week. And until next time, Shalom.